However, at the same time, it's not very politically popular to reform Social Security, but at the end of the day, it's also not popular to let this program become insolvent, which would hurt beneficiaries in a massive, massive way. Anyway, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details on this. Let me explain exactly what you need to know. All right. Here's what's super interesting about this. Every single year, we get multiple different estimations that come out. Like the CBO, for example, the Congressional Budget Office here in this report has come out with these estimates in, call it maybe like April, May, or June, somewhere around that time frame. We're going to be getting the Social Security Board of Trustees annual report. That's the official report we get every year. And we get all these different estimates. But here's what the situation is. Every single year, we get these new estimates on the time frame in which the program will become insolvent. What I mean by that is, remember, Social Security has two trust funds. A lot of people think there's just one. No, there's two trust funds. There's the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund, and there's the Disability Trust Fund. When it comes down to the Disability Trust Fund, that's the one that pays SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance Benefits. That trust fund is totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. That'll have enough money in it for at least the next 75 years. No problem whatsoever. It's the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund. That is the one that has the problems here. That is the one that's running out of money. And it has a couple $1 trillion as we speak right now. But in the next 6 years, I thought it was 9 years. No. It keeps losing time at a very fast pace here. Literally in the next 6 years. In 2032, which seems like a long time from right now, but it's not. It's only 6 years away. In 2032, according to the report here, the CBO estimates that the Social Security Trust Fund, as in the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund, will become insolvent. In other words, the trust fund has run out of money. The savings account for Social Security, they call it a trust fund. We call it a savings account. Will be out of money, totally dry, empty, all the money in it, the trillions of dollars that are currently sitting there will be gone. Where did it go? Well, we're not supposed to ask that question, okay? Apparently it's going to be paid out to beneficiaries, but it does make you wonder a little bit, where does that money go? It seems a little bit weird, right? But here's the deal. The CBO is also estimating the benefits would need to be cut by 28% because of this shortfall. Now, according to the report here, they anticipate for the first year or so, a little bit longer, would actually only garner a 7% reduction in benefits. But then that 7% reduction of benefits would actually ramp up to a 28% cut to benefits over time, over the coming years, and then beneficiaries would be saddled with that huge cut to benefits. Now, 28% of a cut to benefits is honestly huge. That's way more than they were anticipating. In the last Social Security Board of Trustees annual report, they were projecting about a 23% cut to benefits, and now they're saying 28%. That's nasty. Let me give you a quick perspective on that really fast, because you might be thinking, 28%, what does that mean? Let me give you some real dollar amounts here to kind of illustrate what this would look like. Okay, let's just use a $1,000 monthly benefit. If somebody's getting a $1,000 monthly benefit and there's a 28% cut to that, that means a $280 cut to those benefits. So that $1,000 monthly benefit is now going to be $720. That's it. $720 is how much that $1,000 benefit would be in the event of a 28% cut. Let's just say a $2,000 benefit, okay? Right now, the average Social Security retirement benefit is a little over $2,000 a month. Okay, let's take the average benefit, $2,000. A $2,000 average benefit getting a 28% cut would be $560 a month that'd be cut from that benefit. That $2,000 benefit would now be $1,440. That's nasty. I mean, that's like super nasty right there, right? That is a huge cut to benefits right there. Okay, so that's what they're projecting. Now, what are some of the solutions to fix this? And is it something we need to worry about right now? I'll say this much. It's not something we need to worry about right now, but as you noticed, with the most recent Social Security Board of Trustees annual reports that we've been getting out over the last couple of years, they keep saying 2034, 2033, don't worry, we've got plenty of time. No, we don't, because here's the problem. It's 2026. Time continues to move on. It's 2026 already. And they're moving the time frame in which insolvency is going to hit closer and closer to present time. We're now at 2032 for the estimate. We're only 6 years away. That's going fast. And just a few years ago, a little while ago, they're like, no, we've got like 9, 10 years. We're good. We're at 6 years now. Okay, here's the problem. every single year that goes by, there's about 4 million people that are eligible for and drawing on Social Security benefits more every single year. Okay? At the same time, we're seeing less and less people working. What does that mean? Less people working, less money being paid into the trust fund through Social Security payroll taxes, more and more beneficiaries coming on, drawing on their benefit. Means more strain on the Social Security trust fund, and therefore potentially sooner insolvency to hit. Okay? So first off, do we need to worry about this right now? The answer is no. Don't worry about this. Don't get bent out of shape. Don't lose sleep over this. We still have a few years for sure. But what are some of the solutions on this? Well, that's a really good question. Here, I'll give you the answer. They don't have a solution. That's the problem. Lawmakers do not have a solution.